I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home and Design Magazine. We're here on Daniel Island speaking with Jamison Howard and Sandra Crosby with Max G. Crosby Construction. How are you folks doing?
Doing very well, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. We're doing wonderful.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you both for allowing us to visit one of the beautiful custom homes that Max G. Crosby built in 2008. Is that right?
That's correct.
Good deal. And tell our listeners and viewers briefly about Max G. Crosby Construction.
Well, Max G. Crosby Construction Company has been in business in the Low Country for about 33 years, and over that time we've built well over 250 homes throughout the Low Country, and we just have an outstanding program. We've primarily focused on custom-built homes where clients come to us who really don't know exactly what they want to do. They have a lot, but really haven't decided about their plans or anything about the interior, and we just absorb them into our program and be a guiding hand through that entire process, and always properly setting the expectations as we begin that process.
Great. Is there a particular philosophy that Max G. Crosby Construction has as it pertains to building custom homes?
Well, yeah, it's a tremendous investment for all our clients, and it's our privilege and honor to be a part of that process with them from the very beginning. And that's why we get up in the morning and plan on doing that for many years to come.
What makes Max G. Crosby Construction different from, say, other custom home builders in Charleston?
Well, I think it's just that expectations is something we lean on heavily, and to get started early in the process with somebody, and to get their budgets under control and to work with them through that entire process is really what I feel we do the best. It's a great way to develop a relationship early in the process and work through all the fine details of the home and make sure that everyone's happy upon completion.
Devil's in the details, they always say, right?
That's right.
And Sandra, you work with Max G. Crosby as an interior designer?
That's correct.
So you must be doing a lot of hand holding when it comes to working with your clients.
You better believe it. We sort of take them by the hand and lead them through the process, and I go with them on all of their appointments, and we work together as a group and as a team from the design work to the selection of colors, appliances, cabinetry, and everything it takes until the very end.
How do you think that affects the outcome?
I think it makes for a smoother transition in a home, and the home is more completely put together, and everything sort of just flows evenly.
Well, that's great. Well, I can't wait to get inside. So let's go ahead and move inside and take a look at this beautiful new house. Okay, well now we're inside this beautiful house on Daniel Island, and Jamison, one of the first things that you notice is this custom wood floor foyer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, what we did is Sandra and I and the hardwood installer worked with the owners to do this inlay, and the flooring is a select dark walnut flooring, and we did an inlay of oak, and the oak is stained different colors within the pattern of the walnut, and around the border is also an oak inlay which is stained in ebony to kind of outline the detail that we did.
That's great, and it really makes a statement. It's definitely something you notice when you first walk in here. You also notice the beautiful crown molding and the woodwork here. Tell us about that.
Well, the trim work is something I feel we do a little bit better than everybody else. Maybe take it to another level. It's something I feel is very artistic, and it's something that the builder can incorporate to be artistic in what can typically be a very technical environment. And so what we did here is we did some very formal columns, which we always try to incorporate as you enter into formal rooms or the public rooms of the house. And we did some recessed paneling in the foyer, really trying to make a very formal space. And what I like to draw people's attention to is the pattern that it makes in the ceiling. In a foyer, in a tighter space, I think people look up and not quite sure, what attracts them to it, but it's the little details like that draw people's eye up and into the next room.
Right. And then we've got this this beautiful dining room over just off of the foyer, formal dining room. Tell us about that.
Like you said, it is a formal room, and I feel like that's what we do best. So we have a very traditional formal wainscoting that comes up the wall, and incorporated some dental molding into the crown molding in this room as well. And the owner worked with Sandra to incorporate some wallpaper into this room.
And I think the wallpaper looks fantastic. And wallpaper seems to be one of those wall coverings that was very, very popular years ago, but you don't see it that much anymore.
Well, actually, it's making a big comeback now. And we used this beautiful Antonina Vella wallpaper in here and kept it real subtle. And I think it came to get together real well, and we complemented it with the Schoenbeck lighting.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, well let's go ahead and move on into the family room. Okay, now we are in. We've just walked into the family room. Sandra and Jamison, tell us about the family room.
Well, the family room. Some of the key features in here, I think, would be the one that always catches my eye most is the coffered ceiling. And what we did is we did it on a diagonal for this room and just added a little extra touch and trying to lead your eye to the fireplace and to the doors out to the view of the golf course. And the other features, they used an isokern masonry fireplace, and we had our trim carpenter just build the mantel from a picture that she showed us from a magazine. Mm-hmm. And it just turned out to be just a very nice room. And once again, we carried a theme through on the flooring where we used an oak inlay to border the room.
Mm-hmm. Sandra, any comments on the family room?
My favorite part of the family room is the fireplace, and above the fireplace we placed a custom mirror, which we put a two-way mirror in it. And that's where the TV is housed. So during the day, if you don't want to watch TV, you still have a beautiful mirror to look at.
That's true. Let's see a little demonstration, Jamison, of what Sandra's talking about. So there's like a recessed, the television is recessed into the wall behind the mirror?
It is. There's a false box back there that's painted black, so you don't see any of the outlines of the framing for it.
That's amazing, and I've this is having a television behind a mirror is kind of, some people will do that in a bathroom, master bath, for example, so that they can watch the news in the morning or something like that. I've never seen that in a great room. That's a great idea.
Yeah, thank you. I think this room, everyone wanted to be a very formal living and a special place for their family, and it was just a great way that Sandra and the homeowner worked together to include that feature.
Yeah, and right off of the family room, we've got the kitchen here, and an amazing kitchen space. I love how there's a clear delineation between the two rooms, and yet they're completely open to each other. And Sandra, in the pre-interview, you were telling me that you were involved quite a bit with the homeowner in everything involved with the kitchen.
Yes, we were. One of the things that I suggested in the beginning was carrying the cabinetry all the way to the ceiling. And in order to marry the cabinetry and have it all come together with the moldings and the trim, we decided to use the trim color on the cabinets. And we added also some seated glass into the cabinetry. And over the mantel, over the stove, we used antique mercury glass mirror, and we used cream of marfil marble on the countertops, And just to break it up just a little bit, we did add a walnut wood countertop over in the corner.
It's interesting.
Also, to bring a little bling into the area, we decided to use some crystal knobs. And so I think we used crystal knobs on the exterior and interior door hardware. So I thought that was a nice little touch.
Very traditional.
Very traditional.
And I see you've got two hammered copper sinks here, a large basin right here, and then another one that's, I guess, is used as a prep sink, but it's big enough to be used in any kitchen.
Exactly. It gives 2 cooks in the family, works perfectly. And this is sort of kind of gives you an old Southern feel to this kitchen.
Sandra, tell us about the backsplash.
The backsplash we did in marble with some metal accents. We did a 4-inch marble tile in Empador light, and then over the stove we married that with the cream of marfil done in a herringbone pattern, and to bring back in the cream of marfil that we used on the countertops. And in keeping with the kitchen's feel, I felt like we didn't want to compete with the mercury glass because we have so much texture up there, so we decided to keep it simple.
Sandra, you mentioned before that you accompany the homeowners, your clients, on all of the various shopping trips to pick out the materials that ultimately go into a home. Is there extra charges for that when a homeowner signs on to build for Max G. Crosby to build a house, or is that included?
That's included.
Wow, I can't. Do you have any idea of the amount of hours that you typically spend on a custom house?
Too many to even count. But we do what it takes to get the job done, and we need to have everything coordinate. So whatever time it takes.
Jamison, we're out in the backyard area on this deck that's made out of brick, and the homeowners has specifically requested that Max G. Crosby build them a brick house.
That's correct. They've always had brick homes, and the first home that we built for this client was a brick home as well, and just rolled right over to this home with the brick.
But the brick has some extra special details on that. Tell us about that.
Well, the architect had drawn in some special details for the frieze details of this home, and we worked really hard with the mason to kind of incorporate all those details, and it can be very technical work, and we were happy that we were able to provide that for our owner.
That's great. And the brick looks like it's almost reclaimed brick. I'm sure it's just manufactured to look that way.
It is. This brick is by Boral. It's called Shadow Stone, and they've made it to look more like a Charleston gray brick.
Right. I love the integrated outdoor kitchen that they have here, and it's all made out and built in the brick also. So that really is a nice touch. And of course, we've got this beautiful view from the backyard of the other part of the golf course also. So the homeowners have got a fantastic place here.
Yeah, they do. This home has golf course views on the front as well on the rear, so we did as much as we possibly could to make sure that those views were taken from all the different rooms in the home. Awesome.
Well, let's go ahead and go upstairs then. Sandra, we're in the homeowner's master bedroom right now, and wanted to ask you how involved were the homeowners in this project?
With the master bedroom, actually, Gail had pretty good ideas of what she wanted to do in her master bedroom, and pretty much she took care of the decorating end of that. I helped her select paint colors, as well as the bathroom and the marble and how the bathroom area came together, faucets and stuff like that.
Gotcha. And let's just swing the camera around, take a look at this beautiful master bathroom, of course, right off of the master bedroom, making a beautiful suite. And Jamison, what can you, or Sandra, what can you tell us about the master bath?
Well, Gail wanted a little clawfoot tub, and so we integrated that into the master bathroom. And she wanted just a spacious, comfortable area in the master bath.
That's great. Well, you can tell the everything seems to flow so beautifully throughout the house. I love the crown molding right here, and it's reminiscent of what's a little less formal than what's downstairs.
It is, but we do carry the same themes throughout the house. Crown molding, a very high baseboard throughout the home, and consistencies with the trim around the doors and around the windows.
Well, let's take a quick look at some of the other rooms. And now we're out on the third floor sun deck, and Jamison, tell us about this.
Well, like I said before, this home has golf course views on the rear and on the front of the home. So what we did is we incorporated 3 levels of porches so that the owners could take in all the views this home has offer. And what we did up here is we didn't want it to look like a deck from the street, so we did some heavier column details, some parapet walls, so that from the street people wouldn't really know that there was a third floor deck here.
Well, we're about to wrap up, and I wanted to ask you both, what's it like? What's a typical day like working on a project like this?
Well, our clients put a lot of trust in us, so I think on a day-to-day basis what we're doing and our ultimate role is to manage quality on and watch out for the best interest of all our clients on a daily basis.
How about you, Sandra?
I agree wholeheartedly with what Jamison just said.
Okay, great. Well, how can folks get in touch with Max G. Crosby Construction?
They can go to our website, which is www.maxcrosbyconstruction.com, or they can call our office at 766-9976.
Well, that's great. And one thing we didn't touch on, I think it's important to mention, is Max G. Crosby was chosen by Southern Living Magazine to build one of their idea houses out here on Daniel Island. Can you briefly tell our listeners and viewers about that?
Yeah, since 1994, we've had a relationship with Southern Living as part of their custom builder program, and the pinnacle of that relationship was in 2006. We were chosen to build the 2006 Southern Living Idea House here on Daniel Island. And it was just a fantastic project. I was honored to be a part of that, and we actually just got our renewal for another year of being a part of that program, and it's an honor to be a part of that for another year.
Well, that's great. Well, again, thank you both for allowing us to visit this beautiful beautiful home on Daniel Island, and we have been talking with Jamison Howard and Sandra Crosby with Max G. Crosby Construction. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.